Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. And today we will be making a forklift. Yes, a forklift. So let me open up the community tab. So this was a suggestion by Gail Guerrero 2335. The suggestion was a forklift. Nothing else, just a forklift. So, Mr. Gordon Ramsay Gale Guerrero, I will be making a forklift for you. And, hopefully you subscribe. If you already have. So, yeah, let's get started. So, a forklift is, oh, that's weird. A forklift is an interesting object. Because there's a lot of things that need to go into a forklift. Like, what kind of forklift is it? What needs to work? And, does it have tilt? Does it not have tilt? Does it need tilt? And so, there's a lot of things that need to go into it. And also, how big should it be? He didn't specify what kind of model he wanted. So I'm just gonna go with a mix of all of these. Cause I feel like I need something that has a good show of material. Like where all the mechanisms are. So I can understand it. And another thing I would need is the crate. Now, I'm assuming somebody probably already made this, because I recall something from a short, but, I mean, yeah. I could just make one. I'm not gonna take it off the workshop or anything. So, let me just change it. Alright, there you go. Better quality recording now. Alright, time to get to it. Alright, so to build a forklift is a little hard. Because a forklift has a bunch of weird things about it. Front-wheel drive forklifts are rare. Most standard warehouse forklifts are of a rear-wheel drive. Okay. Some forklifts have four-wheel drive, making them ideal for outdoor and off-road terrain. All-terrain forklifts. So, I'm guessing we're getting a rear-wheel drive. Okay. Sounds about good. RWD drive forklift. Uh-oh, I accidentally closed the tab. Okay, there we go. We got it back. So, switch all these engines over to the right engines, and let's get started. So, I don't want to go with the... I don't want to go with this seat. Because, like, then... It looks like a forklift, yes. But then it's like... No. It's a little weird. So I'm gonna go with... Are these supposed to be the same size? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Oops. So this is the car seat. What happens if I remove the wheel? Oh, I removed the whole thing. Cool. Now we can make buses now. I might make a bus. Maybe. So now, we got a seat. What am I gonna do with said seat? We're gonna make a vehicle with it. Now, using my model I have, the rear wheel is a little bit smaller than the front wheel. And the front wheel has a lot of grip on it. So, let's see. We're gonna go mid-sized. So this is gonna be down here, maybe down here. Oh man, that's big. I don't want to go truck sized. Because then, like, truck size is just, like, even though it's, like, one stud bigger, that one stud is still a lot. I'm having a hard time getting a feel for the size of this vehicle. Because it's not like a normal vehicle, you know? Not like a normal vehicle where you can just like, yeah, slap on some wheels and see that it works. It's not that. I'm gonna say the size of this is gonna be fine. Because this isn't... Oops. This isn't like a front wheel steering vehicle. Because forklifts are rear wheel steer. They don't need to have all these strange sizings, I think. That's what I was gonna say. But the problem is, how am I gonna steer it? Block that slowly rotates in every direction. That is not true. I guess this will be fine. Right? I don't have an image of the thing steering. I guess I will go with these. And I just need to test how fast it is. That's pretty fast. Let me go down to like, I don't know, 0.5 maybe. Strength 50%. Dampening 2. There we go. Now we gotta flip that around. That's going the right way. Oh, so D. Yeah. It's too high of an angle though. And these need to be 2 studs backwards. About 2 studs backwards. Maybe 3. This image is a little bit weird. It's an electric forklift. Interesting. I have more views of this now. And all of the same model, I presume. So I got a couple more images. So I guess I will be using a truck wheel for the front. Maybe. Depends on how big, actually. Back wheels, you're just gonna use this. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Actually, the front wheels are gonna be these 2 thicker ones. And then the rear wheels are gonna be these ones. Makes sense, I think. I think they look better like that. Now we just gotta add a... how about Triton engine? I thought this thing was slow. Look at this thing go. So, this thing is not slow, it seems. But I also can't turn down its acceleration, so... Let's slow these down a bit more. 25. 20% angle, I guess. And then 0.25 to 26. Dampening is going to be 4. The more dampening, the slower it is, I guess. How in the world is it tipping? I guess it is too fast. Guess we're gonna have to go to slow speed. The old-fashioned way. Where's some weights? Ah, there they are. So these weights are the key to my victory. There we go. Now you might be wondering, it doesn't look too much like a forklift. I agree. And this turning radius is way too low. Dampening needs to go to 5. Strength, yes, that's fine. 25, maybe. A little bit more. I don't know how big the steering radiuses are for these things. But forklifts do need to be really, really heavy. So, that's what we're going for. Right now, a 20 mile per hour forklift is fine. Now I have a feeling that I might need to move these outwards a little bit, to be honest. To be a 1, 2, 3, 4, an 8 wide vehicle. I know you've probably seen like those really, really small forklifts that some YouTuber probably made, but I'm not. Oh, oops. I'm not going to build a small forklift. I need something that's big, and then I'm probably gonna make something small afterwards. But they probably need small instead of big, you know. But I don't know. I'll make it small if I have to. But my forklift that I currently have is pretty big, so who knows. So now we gotta get to this block right here. That'll be right about here. We'll turn this back to a 4 wide in front. I don't have a problem with it. Alright, so this piece right here. And then some more weight pieces, I guess. Bam. Bam and spam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. So got a decently heavy looking forklift. Oh, you know what I should do? Okay, so these, what degree? 25. So we'll go with like half of 25. What's half of 25? 12.5. Okay. So these outer ones will have 12.5 degree angle, And the speed is 0.25, so we're gonna go with 0.25 on both of them. Steering help, none. Strength, maybe 25 too. $25. Dampening, 5 also. But these are not linear, so I'm gonna make them linear. To be of the same kind. Obviously that's not working. I was gonna do this video thing. And this guy makes a cool looking steering column. It was like, he had 2 hinges on the outside, and then one of them spin enough to not break anything. And get back to the building and not get distracted. Because like, even though that looks really enticing, and it's obviously something I really need to learn, but not now. So, let's continue. Right here, we'll have this. We'll have this. Then, because this comes out like this, we can have this here. That's close. I think... I don't know. No. I'm not gonna do that. Actually, I am. Because that looks cool. That's good. I mean, that looks pretty cool. Now I gotta add a weight to the back. And a bam. Alright. So... now, let's get started with the back side. Even though we haven't started anything yet. So, this back part looks like a 3-block big... no, 2-block. I'm gonna say 2-block. 2-block big block here. Of what's presumably probably just batteries. Because this specific model I'm looking at is just electric engine powered vehicle. So, bambity bambity bam. So now, let's take a look at the piping. Pipes are really cool. 8. It's 8 too long. 8 is too long. You can go a 4 pipe long. And then, above that, I feel like the seats are sinking a little bit. Yeah. And then, above that is a 1. Oh, you know? This is a good idea. So, I'm gonna move these out here like this. And then these will be just covered up with these weight blocks. And you're probably wondering, what am I gonna do with this? Piston glitching. So, piston glitching is basically just gonna be me glitching things into pistons. Which is fun. And it requires no skill whatsoever. I mean, because it's pretty easy. All you have to do is turn off the controls of these, turn up the speed, stay in position 0, and then no dampening whatsoever. Auto reset should be enabled too, just in case. So there you go. Why can't you turn? Oh yeah, dampening. Strength up to 2. Okay. I think that's enough strength. The strength. Yeah, what about these? No dampening. Good. Now this is just in a weird spot now. So you know what? I'm going to shove this up here. Then leave it like that. Maybe a pipe block would be fine. It'll look no different, but now at least it looks like it's working. The steering angle is back to normal at least. The back part, we could probably do something like this. Then down here, we can place these. Actually, don't place anything at all. Take the plate. Put forward plate. And place it down there. Perfect. We're getting there. Now, the front part is the hard part. Because I need a good swoop over. Something Trailmakers doesn't really necessarily have. So, we're going to be doing a couple sacrifices for this exact piece. One of which could be some of the racing pieces. But it's half of the racing piece. Oh my, this is big. A small fender. Maybe sort of like this? No. I guess this, putting this here will be fine, I guess. Yeah. Maybe I can piston glitch it in. But... yeah, piston glitching this is not necessary. So I'll just put a lot more weights near here. For the sidewalls. Actually, there's a sidewall here. Okay. I'll put this here. Have this here. In the back, just probably gonna place more of these. Then this front part, because it's a fender, I'm just gonna have it curve inwards like that. Front part here is gonna be more weights. Replace that with a weight. And bam. I'm going to turn up the dampening to 6. Okay. So now over here, I am going to put on some more aerodynamic stuff. So this should be... I'm gonna raise this back up. No, keep it down. I'm gonna put this about here. Actually, I'm gonna put this on here, and then leave it like that. I think no. I'm going to remove these two weight blocks and replace it with this. That looks better. This back part. This part right here can be replaced with another block. Up here, it's gonna have to be 2 blocks over. Let's see how big a smokestack is. Large exhaust. Ooh dear. How about just buggy exhaust? Is that fine? I don't know why electric car has this. I don't know if this is electric. Maybe not. Maybe not the one I'm looking at. I think that's fine. So we got a smokestack at the back. And then on the top, it's gonna be a big cage-like thing. Maybe this way. It's gonna be like this. Yeah. I think that's fine. So now, let's get a T-bone. With a couple 2 T's. It'll be just that. Copy this over. Then near here will be a couple of these. Tube T4. Tube T3 actually. Then a elbow. This is gonna be a hinge actually. So what size tube do we need here? 4. We're gonna replace this with a logic sensor. That one's gonna be... put it up here. Then... okay. 45-degree angle it is. Or whatever this is. Pretty good. I'm gonna round this to 71. So 71-degree angle. Perfect. There's a tilt function on my specific one. On my specific model that I'm looking at. So we're going to be using a tilt model too. So up here we'll need a bunch of these T-tubes. Right here. That was cool. Probably store something in it. You're probably wondering, we could have just made that all out of tubes. I think this looks fine. I think it looks cool too. Now, now the whole front part. It's gonna be hard because my wheels are in the way. So, we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this and just have it be one block. Now, the tilt function. How am I gonna do the tilt function? I want this to have tilt. And I want it to be strong. But I also want it to not be super fast. So do I do the small servo joint? Because it doesn't have any weird... You know what, we're gonna do this. Speed 0.25. Angle 25. No steering help. 200 strength. Dampening is gonna be 6. Linear hold. D. We're gonna have that for... Let's see. X for up. And we don't want to have down. X up. I think that's a good degree of angle. So now we're just gonna have the functions all down here. I'm gonna replace this with a bunch of tubes, because that also makes the attachments easier, because then they don't attach onto any of this. And it looks more like an axle now. So, let's see. We gotta have a couple pistons, which will be sort of like... How far up do I want this? I want it to raise up to about here. So now we're gonna have to roll the full gear, the headgear, whatever that thing is. So this whole gear thing, the whole body part gear thing is about like this big. I mean, not the body part, the lift. The place where they lift up the legs. We need a 2 long one. 1, 2. Duplicate that. Then we're gonna need a T. Here. T there. Then a regular and then a also regular to there. Copy this down to there. And have these. I think this will be fine. Have 2 of these. Attach them like this. And then we gotta attach the actual arms. Which will be difficult, because I need arms now. So what shall our arms be made of? So we can have these as our studs, and then these bottom parts as our actual arm. So we need to figure out what that arm will be. Replace it with these, because even though the lift needs this, I think it also well, I think it's fine. Now I'm gonna have these limbs out here. Then duplicate that. That's weird. Starting position 0, dampening 10, auto reset. Sure. E for expand. We'll turn on off. We'll turn on off. We'll turn off auto reset. Why? Why? What's the purpose? Why? Why is it broken? It's also not very structural. It's too high. It won't be able to touch the floor, I realized. So, had to move this whole thing downwards. And still can't touch the ground. So, what I think I need to change is how this thing is mounted. I think it needs to be mounted kind of like this. Okay. So the limbs still don't touch the ground. It's very concerning. Okay, so we got something. Though we can't lift this up super far. So I'm gonna lift this back up. 1, 2, 3, 4 studs. And duplicate these. Duplicate these. And so at this whole thing needs to go down one whole stud. But that also means that this whole thing will start shaking. Why is this shaking? Why? I guess I'll remove these. And have them more acting like this. Hey, it's more stable now. And I also get all the double range I want. Which is good. But it also means somewhere along the way it wants to start shaking. And around here. How do I want to do this? I can put this here, help stabilize it probably. Stabilize the forklift. Hey, that works. It's looking really good right now. It's cooking up to be really cool. It's a good looking forklift. Now I just need this whole system to look good. So I'm going to put this on. See how that reacts. Not well. How about this? We're gonna put this on here. How about that? I'm gonna put this on here. Here it ends. And then I'm going to flip it near the bottom here. Now that extends too far over the wheel. How do I want to go about this? It's like, I think it looks fine, actually. It just needs to be slower. So we'll put that there. Oh yeah. A little wobbly though. And I know that it's not okay or anything. We're gonna raise the dampening to like 10, the speed to like 0.1125. Which would be quite slow. Oh, perfect actually. Now let's see the strength. This one, dampening, speed. I don't know. Well, let's test it. Is there anything back here? Huh. There's no. Well. Huh. How long should these limbs be? I'm gonna look up some forklifts and then see how they did their limbs. For some, it looks to be some wedges. For most, it seems just to be like a couple panels. Ooh, 40k Warhammer, I think. So most of these are just losing those panels, I guess. Which is fine. Just hope they can hold. So I'm gonna make this longer. Yeah. I'm gonna start naming my builds now. I need to. I'm gonna save this as Forklift. And it's gonna be Forklift. Idea. Forklift. Idea by Gale. That's the wrong way. Gale. There we go. So now I gotta make a pallet for this thing. Pallet for this thing. So let's get building a pallet. I mean, actually, I'm gonna start decorating this thing, actually. So, see you in a second. There we go. So we got most of it colored now. So time to do the decals. Hello! Alright. So, time to take a look at the forklift. So, on the side here, you can see a couple logos. Pretty nice. You can see the Quantumel and Quantumel on the piston too. Exact same on the backside. Nothing on the backside, I think. And yeah. I also forgot to do something. I needed to turn off the traction. turn off engine power to the front. Entire traction for all wheels. Well, tire pressure should be really high, I think. Alright, so now that we got this nice vehicle, I'm gonna save it again. I'm gonna have to make a pallet for it, which will be quite interesting. So, I'm gonna be building on top of this, or, well, around it, kind of. So, with this panel is a bottom-facing panel, which makes things quite interesting to do. Because it's not like I can place another panel on top of it. Right. So I'm gonna have to make this work with just some normal plank panels. And I'm gonna probably have one normal panel and then these on top, with these in the center. Let's see if they work. Maybe I should do this the other way around, where it should be spawned in upside down. But I don't know. Okay, I think these panels need grip pads on the bottom. I kid you not, I think these need panels on the bottom. Just like grip pads. Alright, into the vehicle we go. I'm gonna go... the turning radius isn't high on this thing. Maybe I should turn it higher. Let's go 35. I think the turning's a little too slow. But, that's not my worry. For the most part. Hey, it works. Okay, maybe that much is too much. And definitely the steering angle is too much. But now we know what... I definitely gotta build this upside down. We're gonna change this back down to... We're gonna change this to just 30. For the speed of... Instead of 12 point... It should be like... I don't know. Because... I'm gonna do 12 point... I'm gonna do 14. Gonna save this. Because the steering angles are too high now, I recall. 27. How about that? At least they're not glitching too hard. Yeah, I think that's fine. So, I'm gonna save this once more. Exit the filter. Get into this thing. Now this thing, it should be built upside down. With the bigger pallet on top. Kinda like this. It's flatter, and I think it'll work better. But the hard part to deal with is the strength of this. Because I don't know how much I should do. Because I also want to give this some weight. No. Yeah. I don't know. How am I supposed to approach this? And I just noticed that this is no longer on the ground. Which could be an issue. But nothing slightly moving these things downward a little bit can't do. But now we gotta raise this one up. To like starting position 0.25. No, a little less. Zero point 12.5. Perfect. Now it's not interfering with ground for the most part. It's like really close to the ground. Let me give myself a different, like a front camera. Cameras are something good, I think. There's something new that we have, which is a good thing, you know? Something new, something helpful. I'm gonna put this at the bottom and turn this black. There we go. Cover this up. Act like it's normal. I also need to turn down the turning angle of these. Down from 25 to like 0.12.5. Oh, there's only an angle of 5. Okay, 5 it is then. This thing will be a shift, I guess. And it'll be first person. Distance 0. Right about there. Okay. We're gonna remove this. We don't need it. We're gonna use a different camera. We're going to use this camera. The one that's very off-centered. I like the new sounds for the camera. I think it's cool. Disable the overlay though. I'll go and put. we're gonna move this from here to like here. Because I think maybe here. Back here. I don't know. Where do you think is a good place to put this? Maybe is this a good place to put it? Over cameras definitely like the goat. All the cameras. Okay, so we're into the thing. So we can guarantee that this thing works. Alright. You can't really put anything on a pallet yet, to my knowledge. Because, you know, the shelves things. But it works for good. Yes, I think the pallet needs to be a little larger. But get off the pallet. I think that's decently good. I think we can remove the weight from it. Then just add like a couple of these. And then make the pallets a little larger. Kinda like that. And then we put some more panels on them. Kinda like this. Just make them slightly longer. Now these edges are... okay. I think now... when we enter the forklift... hey, it slots in perfectly. Hey. Or they can. Now, I think the top part can be just regular plate pallets. But I also think that needs to be a little longer. These arms, they aren't long enough. Yeah, that's long enough now. Do you think I should put, like, brake pads? I mean, not brake pads, grip pads on these? Do you think that would work? I'm not entirely sure. But I can tell you that me being able to move these pallets like this works. I also want the despawn timer to be off. Like, the despawn timer is just ridiculous. In my opinion. I mean, it's good for, like, removing things that aren't being used. Then again, like, there should be an option to remove it, for, like, public and private servers. Alright. So, save this one more time. And I gotta save this palette too. Well, I gotta paint it first. And also, I gotta remove all these front top pads. Otherwise, I won't be able to use it. So put this here, and then 6x6. Oh, perfect. Ooh, this is actually cooking up pretty well. I'm going to paint this up, which is going to be pretty quick. Chestnut brown. Dirt brown looks a little better. It's not the best palette I've seen, but it's enough to work. You know? Everything's attached. I mean, I need to look up some... Actually, I'm gonna look up some Trailmakers palettes. Let's see. So, wood palette Pro version 2. That one looks interesting. Wooden palette. 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 Okay, so this is how they do it. Huh. So, for this guy, he just puts one diagonal and the other one this way. This guy does it about the same. Seems. Dude, there's so many by this squishy Vicky guy. But they aren't designed for mine. Because they have a 2 wide in the middle. While mine is, only 1 wide. Oh, this one's adjustable. Oh my god. That would be so interesting. Oh man, should I do it? Should I make it 2 wide? Able? I think... Okay, I'm getting too distracted right now. I think mine is working enough with its thing. So I'm gonna save this. Save as Forklift palette by idea by Gale. You're it. Yeah, so this is a palette. So I'm gonna test one thing about this vehicle now. How much weight can it hold? Ooh. Oh yeah. So this is 480. And also this pallet can't be lifted by every user. Actually mine is 2 wide. What am I talking about? 2 wide in its center. Oh yeah, it's struggling. Not really anymore. But the back wheels are definitely not holding it well. Front wheels don't have any engine power in them. They can't really do anything. See, it's slipping. You probably don't want to hold it that high. Alright. Well, I'm gonna lower it. Am I stuck? Okay, no. Good. So... now, of course, I'm further improvements on this vehicle, because I've realized issues have arisen. So I'm gonna move this engine further forward. Maybe center here. those here. Oops. That there. Doing some rearrangements. Not too bad. I think I can just turn this black. Because the bottom side is black. I'm also probably gonna have to switch out this 1x1 4x4 plate with a weight block. And one weight block. Maybe two. No. I can only fit one. So I'm gonna put this down here. Where's a T? Ah. Double T. I just need one. Well, I guess this looks fine. I'll put this here too. Act like nothing happened. Everything is fine. I can remove some of the weight in the front and replace it with a decent rounded colored piece. Doing some final adjustments, it seems. Just enough. Now let's see. It's definitely not enough to hold this whole weight pallet. Yeah, I feel like the tilt needs to be more severe. It's gonna be like 10 degrees, 15. Going to paint this black. And then let's go 15 degrees actually. Strength dampening, steering mode. Save. Much better. More control. But now I got that problem. Now I just realized I can do something with this specific thing. So let's remove these. Now so what I'm doing right now is I'm basically just replacing some blocks. It's just a bit of the task. We are also not using botanic yellow, I realized. It's not noticeable, is it? Not really. Am I using botanic yellow? I think I am. That's much better. Less collisions. Let's see if I can do it from the center. Like, on the side. That's just tilting. Okay, I have to do it from the one specific side I gave it. Alright. Alright. So we're gonna stick the prongs in there. The ligaments, limbs. Lift it. Tilt it. And a bam. So it seems that because of how much weight I have, I need to lower it a little bit. Otherwise, I'll fall over. Well, obviously, my forklift is not heavy enough for this, so I don't seem I'll be recovering. I guess I can temporarily move this around, it's just not able. Alright. Well, I gonna save this one more time, and I guess I'll do the outro. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for any more of this kind of content. And thank you to Gail Guerrero 2335 for the suggestion of the forklift. It was a really interesting idea, and I'm happy I made it, because look at this. It is really good looking. And I really enjoyed making this. So, thank you, Gail Guerrero, for the suggestion. And if there are any more builds anybody wants to see, say a car, plane, anything, please comment it down in the comments for a build suggestion. I would love a lot of these build suggestions. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, see ya.